As the summer continues to heat up, Call for Action volunteers are busy with summer scams and trouble many families are getting into. Karen Stiles with Call for Action joins us now to talk about the problems they are seeing and what you should be aware of. Thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, you bet.
So let's get started right now. There are a lot of festivals going on, a lot going on just everywhere. People are getting into trouble with parking problems.
Yes, and it's not necessarily just at festivals. This could happen in their apartment complex. They've got visitors coming in or whatever. And if you're parking in private parking and not paying attention to the signs or the rules, you could find yourself having to pay a pretty hefty, sometimes as much as $300, $400, $500 parking.
Oh my goodness, and
ticket.
If you don't take care of it right away, it just compiles and keeps getting bigger.
Yes, because they keep charging you for, after they tow that vehicle away, they're gonna charge you fees for storing that vehicle.
So another thing that you want to warn people about right now, if you're also not paying attention with construction projects, any side jobs you have around the house, you're getting a lot of calls about that.
This is the time of year when people start to get a little bit worried because they typically get a contract going, usually like late spring, because they see stuff outside that needs to be dealt with. And that contractor gets busy. He's on several different jobs. He may have delays because of rain or whatever, but sometimes this is an indication that you may have a contractor that isn't quite so interested in your job anymore, especially if you paid him in full. So the key, don't pay him in full. If he's not showing up to finish that work, take action right away. If he isn't responding, get a hold of our Call for Action office for help.
Do you see the same kind of issues when it comes to, let's say, car repairs, if you're paying up front or anything like that?
Well, with car repairs, what typically happens is that this is the time where a lot of people are driving. So, you know, you're going to have dings and dents in your cars, accidents, you know, transmissions and engines that are going because of the heat. So you're taking this into the shop. If you have insurance, some people may not understand that. In many cases, the insurance company, they may pay for some repairs, but if they decide to total that car, you may not be getting what you thought your car was worth. So you've got to be careful with that. So
what is like the average, I guess, payout that people are seeing when a car is totaled? Is it a case-by-case basis?
It is a case-by-case basis. What we've heard is that in many cases it's only about 70% of the value. So if you have a loan on that car, what you may want to be doing is asking about gap insurance, which covers the difference between what the insurance company deems your car is worth if it's totaled and what you might still owe on that loan.
Definitely good to know, especially if a family is still paying off a car. I couldn't even imagine. So last time you were here, you warned folks about this, but this is a problem right now. Yes. Lawn and landscaping services. What's going on with that?
All right, same thing. Somebody signs up in spring to get a package that covers them for the whole summer with different treatments and so forth. Everything starts out fine, but all of a sudden, people start to notice that, hey, the lawn care people are not coming to do the work like they used to do. They make calls, and then pretty soon they find out nobody's picking up that phone anymore, and that company has gone out of business.
Oh my goodness. So for these victims that you talk to, are they angry? Are they hurt? What is kind of the vibe that they give off?
They're frustrated. They want to give the lawn care place a chance to do right. And so that's why they're reaching out to us, is to say, do you know where they went? How can we work this out? We still have some summer months left to go. And if you're willing to come back and help me out, great, we can work with that. But when they can't find them at all, that's a very scary thing for them, because they could have paid hundreds or thousands of dollars for a service that they no longer have, and they're going to have to pay somebody else to do now.
Yeah, so many issues that you all are handling right now,
yes.
But you also need volunteers to keep this office running to help other families in the area.
Definitely. Our volunteers come in on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday between 11 and 1. They take calls, and they also handle online complaints and do their best to listen attentively, to mediate, and also provide additional referrals and resources to help people through. But in order for us to be able to do a great job in helping consumers, we've got to have more volunteers. So if anybody's out there and looking for a volunteer opportunity, please give us a call at our Call for Action office, or send us an email at callforaction@today'stmj4.com.
Can anyone volunteer? Is there extensive training with this? Who are you looking for?
They just need to be 18 or older. It helps if they've got some consumer experience, but we can train them. Need to be comfortable using a computer. And most important, just have a good listening ear and a true desire to try to get both parties to come together to reach a resolution.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Karen. And if you would like to volunteer or if you need help with a consumer problem, our Call for Action volunteers are ready. Call that number on your screen, 414-967-5495, or as Karen said, request help online. Just click on the icon on the front page of TMJ4.com.